Well, hello, Aries, and welcome to Mystic Door Tarot. This is Barb with your monthly tarot reading for July 2025. And this reading starts off July 6th, the first full week of July, and then going forward with the 4 weeks. Now, I do hope everyone is doing well as we have entered into this fresh new month of July, and I think it's going to be a busy month for all of us in more ways than one. And please be sure to subscribe, help support my channel, and a big thank you to all my subscribers. And be sure to give my readings a thumbs up and let me know where you're watching from. All right, Aries, let's just jump in, see what messages are coming through for the month. All right, now this is going to be a week-by-week reading. So let's see what we're getting for Aries for the first full week. Message for the first full week. All right, going into the second full week. Message for the second full week in July. Message for the third full week and the last full week. All right. Tea leaf messages. It's coming through for Aries for July. And we're looking at the first full week in July for Aries. Message, please. And the second week. It's the second full week. All right. And the third full week. Last week for Aries. All right. And we're looking to clarify the first week, the first full week for Aries. Clarifying the second full week for Aries. And the third full week. And the last week. All right, we've got our spread. Let's get it in the frame. All right. But first, we are going to pull what crystal is coming through for you for July. Crystal for July for Aries. Pipestone Catlinite in regards to your ancestry, your root chakra. And that can also be coming out where if you're interested in a certain background. But for some of you, it might be, kind of like digging into your roots. And I do have a piece of Catlinite. So we'll see if there's anything else in the reading that might contribute as to why it's in regards to your roots, your origin, so to speak. All right, this represents each full week, starting off with July 6th being the first full week. We're going to take a look at the tarot cards first, and then we'll go back and look at each week. So first full week, and there it is. I was looking for the numerology. We have Major Arcana card, the Wheel of Fortune, turning in your favor. Second week, we do have the Knight of Wands. Very nice. Third week, we have the Six of Cups coming in. And the last week, we have the Knight of Cups. So very much, we've got two knights here. Movement, change coming in. And the first thing is significant change in the first week. So I like that for you, Aries, because the wheel is turning in your favor. So if you had a kind of rough and rocky June, that's going to be ending as you get into this first full week in July. I'm just looking to see if there's any other messages coming through with that. No, we're going to dive right into each week. So first full week, Major Arcana card, the Wheel of Fortune, turning in your favor. It's a 10 energy, so it's putting an end to maybe difficulties or challenges that you might have had through the month of June. I feel this fire signs are really going to benefit off of, this month we're going into Leo season. I think it benefits all the fire signs when we're in Leo season. Very fiery sister sign energy. So with the Wheel of Fortune kind of like kicking off the month for you, things are going to be much better for you. The wheel is moving in your favor. So let's look at your tea leaf card. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Now, I do know with this message in the tea leaf deck that this is not so obvious. This is something where you have to research. You have to kind of really dig in. It's not going to be just landing in your lap. So it is an indication that there's money to be had, so to speak. This is the best way I can put it, Aries. Let's clarify the week. Okay, you have the Two of Swords. A decision. Maybe a decision that you've been putting off because there's been a lot of challenges or difficulty in the month of June. Now's the time. This is about taking off the blindfold, kind of looking, can't really see it how this card's represented, but if she took off the blindfold and looked behind her, she would certainly see there's an option, there's room for growth, there's a new adventure awaits. So this is an indication that as the wheel will be turning in your favor in the first week, you're now able to make a decision that you might have been sitting on the fence with. So that's the strongest message coming through for the first week. And I really like the money path showing up. There's money to be had, Aries, is the best way I can say that. The second full week, we have the Knight of Wands coming in. If you look closely at his yellow tunic, we see the salamanders on here. This is where there's something that could be coming in quite quickly. The wheel's turning in your favor, so it could be luck, it could be good fortune, and it certainly could be money. As I said, money to be had. And this is a lot of growth on his wand. The salamanders represent being adaptable to the situation at hand. And this is such a lovely way to have to be adaptable. The pyramids in the back are talking about your personal growth. So simply the money path could be in regards to getting a raise, getting a higher position, or landing a job that pays so much more. So this energy is coming in very quickly. There's opportunities. There's a lot of passion. And then, of course, adjustment, adapting to this quick energy that's coming in. There's a message coming through here, Aries, especially if it's in regards to a new position, a job. Don't hesitate. If you see a job and you say, well, I'll apply to it tomorrow, the job will be gone. It's about reacting to the situation at hand. Don't wait, don't hesitate, and certainly, it's about making a decision right away. So that's coming off the heels of this Two of Swords that you need to make a quick decision, whereas you might have been waiting for some time. Let's look at your tea leaf message. Dragon, beware of self-delusion. This is very much an energy of take things for face value. Don't avoid things. This might be a little challenging kind of energy. So this is just kind of a warning that of really facing the truth or what's being put in front of you. Again, there's this energy in this second week of not hesitating, not waiting, not putting things off. Let's clarify. We've got the Major Arcana card, the Star, where it's showing one foot in the water, 1 foot on land. That could be having what I want to say you know, it's kind of this Two of Swords energy where you're kind of hesitating. Where you are trying to remain stable as to what you're used to, what you're comfortable with, and then moving forward. But with this strong Knight of Wands energy, this is about taking advantage of opportunities or situations or circumstance as they arrive. And that can be in regards to the money path message that you have. So it's like, don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. Third full week here, we have the Six of Cups. And the first message that is coming through is someone might be returning, coming back into your life. Could be, in the area. It's somebody from your past that could be resurfacing. For some of you, that's a welcome thing. For others, maybe not so much. But I'm picking that up as the strongest message for you, Aries. It can depict like you're kind of like strolling down memory lane. And that could be in regards to this person. It certainly could be somebody that you're happy to see coming through. So very much an energy here. In this third full week of July, maybe thinking about last summer. I'm picking up something, remembering memories from last summer for some of you. It is a 6 energy, one that can mean that you're now going in the right direction. We'll see if you get any more 6s in regards to that, which would kind of really confirm about the right direction. But let's look at your tea leaf message here. And you have bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Well, I would certainly say that is your sign. So wheel turning in your favor. You're making a decision, possibly, exploring and researching the money to be had. I keep getting that is the definitive message. There's money to be had. That's coming through for you, Aries. And certainly that can be in regards to your job, your career, but also for some of you, it can be an inheritance. It can be in reference to who's coming back from the past. Because it's falling in line with prosperity and abundance and what might pique your interest in regards to this path that's waiting for you to find it. It might be linked to the past. So that's going to resonate with some Aries individuals. Could be going back to a job that you used to have, that you left for whatever reason, or somebody wants you back. Can be someone from the past that wants you back, offering you a nice sizable salary, you might say. Let's clarify. Okay, 9 of Swords. This could be causing you a lot of stress and anxiety. Whatever it is you're thinking about from the past or this person from the past, even though everything's pointing to everything going well for you and the confirmation of now you're entering into a period of prosperity and abundance. So this can also be about thinking about something over and over and over again. Do not get trapped in this Two of Swords energy where you're not making a decision. So it could be possibly in the third week here where you definitely have to give an answer. I'm seeing giving an answer to maybe a proposal, a proposition. The Knight of Wands here can also be in regards to love. Someone comes in and sweeps you off your feet, Aries, and can be somebody that you were with in the past. And again, this waiting for an answer. And there is a message here about do not hesitate. Now, last week here, we do have the Knight of Cups, and this certainly can be new love coming in. It can be someone coming in from your past that maybe you weren't romantically involved with, but that is the energy that's coming in. It can also be in regards to what you desire. the wheel's turning in your favor and there's money to be had. There's a period of prosperity and abundance coming in for you during this month. And I just feel it's really connected to what you do for a living or your hobbies, your interests. This is what you feel very passionate about. It's the Cups energy, so it's what you desire. So you're right standing at the threshold of this by the end of July. So it might mean that you're taking this leap of faith in regards to a new relationship or a new position at work or a new company. Could be moving to a new place. It is whatever it is that you desire. Let's see what your tea leaf message is. Stork, wow, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. Well, certainly could be that you find out you're pregnant. If you're wanting to start a family, that's certainly good news, or adding to a family. But what I pick up more is the birth of a new business opportunity. It's a money path. There's money to be excuse me. There's money to be had. This third week is where this period of prosperity and abundance is coming in. So second half of July, it's something that you're giving a lot of thought, maybe keeping you up at nights, but it's through excitement. It's not through nightmares or worries in that capacity. It's something you really desire. So it could be new love coming in. It could be, finding out you're pregnant. So that is new love in the fact that a new child coming in. But for some of you, definitely going to be some kind of new business opportunity. Let's clarify. And we've got the Hanged Man here, which is certainly looking now, by the end of the month, looking at things from a completely new point of view. And with the 12 energy here, with the Hanged Man, that reduces down to 3. So that is certainly an indication that these nights and the wheel turning in your favor is causing movement and change that's absolutely going to benefit you. And so much so in a financial way and an opportunity kind of way here. So Aries, cards look good. That, if you've had a difficult June, there's money to be had. There is this energy of soon just making a decision, being adaptable to what's coming your way. It is a period of prosperity and abundance. Can be something from your past. You could be returning to a job or the field of work that maybe you once enjoyed, but you moved on to something else. It could be that as well. But a new business opportunity, or for some of you, news of maybe someone else giving birth or finding out you're pregnant. It is what you desire, and it's going to resonate differently with all Aries individuals listening to this reading. But it does change your point of view from what it was at the beginning of the month to at the very end. All right, Aries, that's the messages for the month. Thank you so much for joining me, sending you love and abundance.